today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It's week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in week 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
complete to number 37.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
First down, Buffalo.
On play action, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Higbee. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Made at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Lorenzo Carter.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 66 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Bills first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Allen. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Allen's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own
that is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Ball carrier.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 10.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
32-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And an incomplete pass.
Herbert's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense. Oh, no.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
25-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Over the middle to Smith. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From midfield, here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
That's good.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
13. Bills 7.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard.
A gain of 3, second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun. Herbert to the right side to Eric Ebron. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. From the gun, Herbert. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 50-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert hitting Juju on the slant. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
4-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball. Boswell's kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
Bills 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
45-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll look to run with Connor. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says He has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun, Allen gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Higbee with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And Kamara has it stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Allen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. To throw is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5.